You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Some crazy shit's about to go down. I can already feel it. Oh, like the light's going out.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear.
Oh, this looks great.
The possibilities are endless.
Let's go. My boy. Rabbit? The hell? What kind of witchcraft? Bro, what is happening? How is this possible? Oh, he's clean with it. Bro, you gonna pick those up?
But this isn't what you came for.
Bro's making a mess.
These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
I love how the traveler glows in the dark. Ooh, the burb! Oh, shit. No!
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
No, please. It's not good. You gotta traumatize Farina. Alright. Hello.
It's
Traveler's
actually quite
literally
simple.
glowing in the dark.
She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top.
Bro, is this...
Oh no, I told them to check all the props carefully.
Can you unlock
With
it?
the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now.
Okay, sir.
Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Bro, I'm stressed. The fuck? Is she just like naked somewhere in the freaking opera house now? What the hell?
Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm
Hello?
back.
Uh-huh.
Yo, what the hell? That was kind of clean. Sheesh. She got changed real quick. Farina! Farina was literally Monka-Wing right there. She's like, the prophecy, it's coming true. Okay, that went a lot different. They dramatized that trailer so bad, dude. What the hell?
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything!
Bro, I feel so jebaited from that 4.0 trailer. What the hell?
Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
Paimon, you literally do the exact same thing. I'm surprised that's not an option for the Traveler. It's like, Paimon, you literally disappear and reappear constantly. What a show!
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking.
That is true.
To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Yeah, Paimon, stop trying to ruin the show for yourself.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
I'm glad you enjoyed that performance.
Oh, that's good then. I thought she died.
But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just
Oh my
seen.
god, I love that.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all.
We're not even finished.
In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Oh god, it's me, isn't it? Please.
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now.
Are you gonna saw them in half?
There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Gee, yo, look at these Fatui masks. Look at these guys.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick.
Oh.
A swap.
A box swap. What if they just fall through the floor, run across, and then come back up? I know I'm doing literally what Nouvelette said not to do, but, like, I'm also thinking, like, this could be easily explained.
Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see. I'm sure we can spot how he does it.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Damn, RNG and my Genshin Impact? What could possibly go wrong?
It selects numbers entirely at random.
Uh-huh.
Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin.
RNGesus, please do not give me HP or defense.
Let me see. Oh, row
Oh, it's not me.
3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute.
Holy shit, it was actually RNG.
Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
What if she was planted there specifically? What if they're all in on it? What if all these people here are just in on it?
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
We hope you like balloons and stars. She looks so, like, not happy about this.
You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box.
Okay.
If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the fortress of Meropide.
Okay, it's Meropide. I was saying Meropide this whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might find yourself on the freaking tail end of the abyss.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60. 59.
Oh,
58.
bro.
Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like.
I'm like, bro, I'm not doing all that. I'll start counting down when we get to 10.
I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up.
All right.
Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
I'm sure Linny's prepared. With the whole crowd counting together, you couldn't even if you wanted to.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59,
9,
58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All
Ooh, the
right,
music?
I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
All right, start counting, chat.
54, 53, 52? Huh?
All right, Paimon's counting way too fast.
Why aren't you counting, Nervalette?
He's like, I already know what's gonna happen.
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is.
He's like, bro, I'm good.
Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Consequence of your identity, eh? Who are you?
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
Both can be true.
40, 39, 38!
Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Then they're gonna be like 30, 29, 28. They can only count in 3 numbers at a time.
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all part of the show. Maybe he's just extremely confident in his abilities. What was that?
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Maybe it's just to divert our attention.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
I like this music playing.
25, 24, 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration.
Bruh.
I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
Damn, he's finessing his assistant over here too.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
Alright, you're winding down, dude.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown.
I want my money back.
10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Alright, here we go.
10!
9.
Almost there now.
8.
Swapping two people is harder work
7.
than you might think. Even a master magician like
I love how they
me
just
can't
stop
guarantee
counting.
I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh?
Hold up.
No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey,
Bro, y'all are cheating! What the hell? They just stopped counting!
4!
whoops. That doesn't count.
Bruh. Well, I guess opening it to show that he was still in the first one would make sense if he's actually in the other one. Yo, that's actually kind of fire! He's like, hey, I'm still here, by the way, and then with 2 seconds left, he swapped. Alright, is she okay? Oh god. Come on! What the fuck?
What happened?
Wait, no way! I thought they were gonna open the box and she's somewhere else. Oh my god. I completely forgot. Bro, it's like Chekhov's gun. It's like, okay, that box is gonna be relevant again. We're using it now, and then as soon as they finish using it, I just forgot about it, bro. Oh my god.
Is this part of the show?
Ma'am, you should not be excited right now. I think we just saw someone die.
Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
I don't know if that's how it works, ma'am.
What happened?
Oh no.
What the hell happened?
Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
What would have been actually, like, gruesome is if the water that fell mixed with, like, blood, if the lady actually got crushed and killed.
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
And Lenny was about to be friends with Nouvelette, too.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause.
Uh-oh.
But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of justice.
Farina, are you just putting on a front right now? What's going on?
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious. After some time, the guards complete their investigation.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe.
Oh my god. What happened to the girl, then?
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage.
That seems like an oversight.
As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, bro, what the hell just happened?
And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found.
Okay, that girl's kind of sus, not gonna lie.
It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Oh, fuck! Holy shit! I didn't even stop to think that she was a woman, and they had referenced that earlier. Oh my god. That shit's still happening. They just yoinked another one.
The serial disappearances case?
Like, I knew it was a woman before, but I'm just like, wait, that was actually important. Ain't no way that shit was RNG, bro. That shit was rigged.
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
Yeah. And to pull it off like this and in front of an audience, including the Archon and Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
Bro, you're not suspecting Linny right now.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
That case was 20 years ago. Linny doesn't even... I will go as far as to say Linny looks about that age. Like, come on, you're coping.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Yeah, I'm pushing it, but like, he looks like he's like, I don't know, like 17.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Cold hard evidence. You can't refute those claims. Yeah, so I'm wondering how this is tying in with Arlecchino, because I'm just wondering like how young these people are when they get abducted, basically, and if these abductions have anything to do with like the House of Hearth orphans.
Now that I think about
It's only women.
that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Linny do this?
Nah, he ain't it.
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice.
And we saw him like 3 seconds beforehand.
Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
It's hard to believe all that's happened during the show.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Oh no, Farina.
I just think that he...
Uh-oh.
Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
Can't just be casting out accusations like that, lady. This isn't a freaking performance.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
Fake news. It's like she says it, everyone just immediately believes it.
I mean, of course, my dear people.
And she feeds
That's
into
what
it.
Excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
I don't know if she's like desperate for her people's approval. If they're like, hey, Farina said this, she's like, oh, I guess I gotta double down now. She just made up a bunch of random assumptions.
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
Damn, I'm guilty by association, bro. I trust Linny.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
Bruh, it's because I'm the main character. I told you this shit was rigged.
But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome.
Alright, so Child's gonna pop off pretty soon, right? He's like, not my comrade.
So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
Damn. Paimon, keep your voice down.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you,
Okay.
are you willing to act as Mr. Linny's attorney and defend him in this case?
Bro, we need to call Yanfei right now, bro. I still have her business card. We need to call Yanfei, we need to call Kuki, we need to call Shikanoi and Heizo. Bro, I am no ace attorney. You kidding me? What do you mean, yes I am? What?
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
Bruh. Yeah, Linny, you're going to jail.
Linny and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House.
Hoyoverse, you missed a firm opportunity right here. We could have had Yanfei. It could have happened.
The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
She literally said she was studying laws of other nations.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
Oh gosh.
I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Bro, we're literally just gonna wing it. Everyone is dismissed and the audience begins to leave along with Farina and Neuvillette.
Lenny!
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
It's hard to say.
I understand. Even I'm not sure what happened, so I can only imagine how difficult it is for you to grasp the situation. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But, if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box.
Someone gave him the old switcheroo.
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did.
You might have to explain the intricacies of his magic trick. It's either A, real magic, or B, there's a process to how they get from one box to the other like that.
Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Yeah, it is very strange, but there's no denying what happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
What? Where the hell did she get that? Where'd you get those glasses? Why do you look like that?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier.
Oh
Pretty
my
cool, huh?
god. She looks so cute in that, but also so ridiculous. Someone just was murdered and there's a kidnapping on hand and she's like, time for me to put on my disguise. Yeah, she's Herlock Sholmes right now.
Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
What do you mean savings? What are you doing? You make money?
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
I do too, but given the seriousness of the situation, it's just like, you got glasses and a mustache, and you're trying to be taken seriously as a defense legal attorney for Linny right now. We look ridiculous.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence.
That's where we come in.
Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
I just can't, it's the mustache for me, dude.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm used to this sort of thing, yeah, getting screwed over by the plot.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
Paimon, I can't take you seriously.
Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh shit, Paimon's getting a brass tack. She's like, where were you at the scene of the crime?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
Well, guess what, buddy? We need to learn some of those secrets. Otherwise, your ass is going to prison.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial.
Exactly. You gotta get some new tricks up your sleeve, buddy. This one ain't it.
'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it.
Yeah, I said that earlier, so easy clap.
We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Paimon's so fucking cute with that on, though, I'm not gonna lie. She's more cute than she is ridiculous, but I don't know why. It just fits her.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
They're like, hey, what are the kids like these days, Mr. John Hoyoverse? And they're like, hey, they love that Detective Pikachu so much. How can we weasel that into our conquest? And they're like, Paimon, Detective Paimon, they'll love it. They'll eat that shit up. Holy moly.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
All right, if Paimon starts getting an accent, impersonating people, I'm gonna lose it. He's like, hello, officer. We're Linny and Lynette's attorney. Paimon and Traveler, attorney at law.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oi, what you mean by that?
Come with me and you'll see.
Oh. Excuse me?
The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him.
'Tis a crime scene, innit?
The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props.
Oh my god, who chalked
as well
that
as
out?
assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged.
Let's say, who's the victim? Gumby? That literally looks like such a outlandish, like, etching of, like, the body.
As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
But why was Cowl inside? Wasn't the girl supposed to be in there?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl.
Hey, how do we know Cowl wasn't already dead inside the box? Like, what if they killed him first? Actually, I don't know. That's kind of morbid. Like, damn, bro, you have to kidnap and murder and then place the blame on someone else? I don't know.
However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap.
And we need some forensics in this bitch.
All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident.
Yeah, that too.
If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Oh shit, Paimon! She dropped the M word!
Are you both good friends of his?
I mean, we literally just met. I barely know him, to be honest.
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
Like, don't you think that's a little sus? As if a crime was gonna happen and he already had you in the back pocket?
I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
That's not always true. People can also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good.
I appreciate that, Esmond.
Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Oh my god, bro, did we literally turn into Danganronpa? You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situation and sort case-related information. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna be an absolute three-head attorney right now, bro. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case records, then invest. Yo, you know what they did? I feel like they upgraded from the thought bubbles and how, like in Sumeru, how we use the thought bubbles to connect different things that were happening then. That was kind of like the little dummy test, and now this is what it was really for. Guards investigation report. The investigation from the guards indicates that the firework launched from the tail end of the magic performance set the ropes dangling the water tank alight, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowl, who was within it. It seems evident that Linny is the likely user of the prop to commit the crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowl and the reason for the chosen woman's disappearance remains. Oh wow, we're getting everybody involved. The deceased's identity. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cowl. He's well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. We know nothing of a detective in action. Holy moly. My 5-head powers have activated. Bro. They did it. They really did it. They're like, all right, this is actually like a thing now. Oh my god. Investigate the truth of the incident as Linny's attorney. We got our license out of a cereal box, by the way. Don't mind me. Maurice, where were you at the scene of the crime?
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects.
Okay.
The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Good job. I was actually gonna say, like, she might disappear, but they must know who she is. Could you tell us who she is? We're Linny and Lynette's attorney.
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a...
Oh, that's cool. So, like, mid-cutscene, we can reference back information. We could be like, objection! That's a fucking lie. And here's the reason why. I have the evidence.
painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
Yeah, she also looked kind of anxious when she was selected.
The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
Yeah, and were they all in the Opera House? Like...
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Young women around the same age.
Okay then.
I'm just thinking about this now because, like, that water tank, I literally forgot about it the second the second that performance ended. I did not know that would come back and be, like, what, like, triggered this whole thing. I'm wondering how the voice in the fountain is gonna, if the voice in the fountain is gonna connect to this at all. Because there was crying that happened before this whole performance happened, so I'm just like, and that was also a woman's voice too. I don't know if that's gonna tie into this investigation or anything. Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Will do.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Paimon so funny, dude. Information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey is the missing person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrels with any of the members of Linny's magic troupe. Okay. Oh, wait, what the hell?
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well beforehand.
Oh, I love that. Paimon's got little dialogue.
Whoever the murderer was, why would it be him? How strange.
I love that. That's so cool.
Gosh, no wonder the serial disappearances never got solved.
All right, so we have, let's check this out. Examine the white line. Literally my boy Gumby. I grew up watching Gumby, so like that's the first thing I thought of was just like the outline of this like claymation character. This is where the magic box was struck. If Kyle weren't inside the box at that moment, he would have dodged the falling water tank.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
The lock magically opened too.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
So either Linny didn't realize this was a safety concern or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Because this is a murder investigation, Paimon. Take the mask off. I'm just looking at where the rope snapped.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Look! This bit is made from different material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Uh-oh. It seems to be flammable, like a type of flash cotton.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means...
It would have burned a lot quicker and faster, and thus it was planted.
Wait, Paimon should write all this down. Let's take notes.
All right, guys, noted. This rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. The plot thickens. Damaged magic box. Broken box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. Yeah, I mean, the freaking tank itself is made of metal, and it was pretty high up, so that box must have been super hollow.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Yeah, maybe it's not RNG after all.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
It's all good. I'm the MC.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right?
Yep.
The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
Yeah, the RNG on that. I don't know, that's kind of sus.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
So I was right, so that was rigged. I didn't know it was rigged at the time, but like now we know it's rigged. So someone specifically wanted that lady to be chosen.
I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance.
So someone must have known that she was going to the opera house.
In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us too.
Whoever's at play here, thank you for not like making me the spectacle here, because like I'm just here to see a show.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Thanks, sorry for bothering you.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Random number selector. This device was used during Linny's magic performance to choose a lucky member of the audience. However, the guards have found that it will generate the exact same number no matter what. Clearly, someone has tampered with it. This better not be like a test from their mother. So like, hey, let's see if you can get out of some deep water.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
And you're?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
That is true. There was never an explanation for that.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yeah, wow. I actually didn't even take that into account. It was such an afterthought because it was just like, oh, what's that noise? Anyways, let's go back to counting.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind.
Yep.
But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
Yeah, it was like a bang noise.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps.
Aw, come on.
Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that.
She wasn't around afterwards. Like, she was just kind of MIA herself.
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Like, that would just set them up for this situation. Like, motive-wise, like, why would they kill their assistant and simultaneously kidnap this other girl?
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Yeah, and that's a lot going on.
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
Also, he said that Lynette would cut the rope, but we see that the rope has a flammable substance on it. Like, it's made of a flammable material, which would reinforce it being burned from the pyrotechnics.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Strange sound during the magic show. During the switching performances, there was an audible thump that many audience members heard.
We all heard that noise, didn't we? This rope was obviously tampered with.
Yep.
People needed to register and reserve a seat for the show. That, combined with this number selector, could allow you to pick a young lady instead of some old fogey.
Instead of some old boomer. Yeah, you could literally just pick whoever you want. You just have to make sure they get a specific number. All right, examine the magic box. It looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to the inside of it. How did he do that? That was actually the coolest part of the show. I was like, wait a minute. He was like messing around, pretending like he was messing up just to show that he was still in the box before like the final countdown. All right, can I talk to Lenny and Lynette first? Oh, we can. Cool.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do.
Why don't we just ask Lynette what she was doing that whole time?
I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's all right.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to look at Nouvelette in Elemental Sight. If he's a hydro being, like Idea. And he was sitting right there and I forgot to check.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here!
Oh!
I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Guys, it's her! It's T-Swift! And her goons! Look at these guys, dapper as hell. Yeesh. Yo, we took the Navia line to get here. Thank you.
Huh? You mean us?
I don't know why, but it's just like, it's the combination of Paimon's like disguise and like the jittery jank like movement of her like model. That shit was so funny.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth.
Sheesh.
No. And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
You in that drip, you're definitely not from here.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Holy shit, this music? Yo, is this Navia's theme? Sheesh.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
No.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
If you need some muscle to deal with any disputes, we got you.
And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Ah, okay, so she's the president, I see. AKA T-Swift.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
It's the other guy, Gold.
And I'm Melus.
Okay, never mind.
Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Holy shit, this guy's voice? Oh my god. We got Silver and Melus.
Huh?
Sheesh.
Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president.
Oh.
Melus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
Was like her parent the previous president?
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
I was gonna say, I'm kind of a three-head to suspect that the other guy's name is Gold when we literally already have a character named Gold that is far more significant than this old man, no offense. I just thought Gold and Silver would be a nice little touch for her since she's like dripped out in like this golden color.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
What was that person? I already forgot. It starts with a V. It was the name that lady called out to. Did she say Bashir? I gotta remember that name because like it's already slipping from my mind and I'm like, that has to be important later, so I don't want to forget.
Really? We think so too. That's
okay, it's Vache. Okay.
Now.
Okay, Vache. I just need to remember that.
But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
My geovision that no one seems to remember until now. Okay.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Yeah, I know, right? That's your god, by the way.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away.
She's gotta jumping the gun on anything. She's like, you know, I'll throw anything at the wall and see what sticks for my people.
Anyway, A trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, her vision's right there on her shoulder.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
She's going through it right now somehow, some way.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
There you go. Well, when you put it that way.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute!
I love her design.
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me.
I love her hair, like the long curls at the end. She looks beautiful. I also really like the color scheme. She's got the yellow, black, and blue. I think it really works out for her. She's got a great design.
In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No, absolutely not.
Well?
Not always. Not ever.
And why would that be?
Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment. Yeah, I like that one.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Yo, this man's built different. Let's go.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent.
This is such a distinct voice. I will literally never forget this man just based on his voice.
No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors.
Okay.
Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Oh my god, thank god we're not doing this all by ourselves. Holy shit. Traveler and Paimon, attorneys at law. We can finally retire and let Navia do the real work.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Since when did we become attorneys? Just like, come on now.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
You know what'd be so funny is if, like, we're the attorney, we're like the defense attorney for Liddy and Lynette, and then Lumine just busts through the door and she's like the prosecutor for, like, the Court of Fontaine versus Liddy and Lynette. And, like, Lumine's on the opposite side.
That's more like it.
I feel like Lumine's probably gone through something similar when she was in Fontaine. I think you're missing the point, Paimon. Seems you've already agreed then.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Good, because I need all the help I can get.
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
There we go. Easy clap.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister?
My god, this music goes so hard.
And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Man, a few words over here, Mr. Silver.
I have nothing to add.
Literally a man of few words.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
Man was literally like, no comment. Let's see. Where do we gotta head now? The Melazine!
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
God, I love the Melazine so much.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, I guess.
So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
You know what I just thought of? It was one of the Melazine outside that were like, oh, we can see things better than humans or something like that, something along those lines. And it's very interesting how Nouvelette just made them a part of the freaking police system, the police force. They're like, nothing gets by a Melazine. I think that's very interesting. I think they perceive things better than humans can.
How can you be so sure,
Yeah, because one of the Melazine was like, oh, this is why I like magic, because I can't perceive magic. I can perceive, like, a courtroom case like no one's business.
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time,
Yeah, nothing gets by me.
I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post. And I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
Interesting.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Yeah, they're basically surveillance cameras. They're the eyes and ears of New Valette, I think.
Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info.
Okay. Entrances and exits to the Opera House. No one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. What if they're still here then? Like, what if they never left? What if they're just, like, playing the long con? What if they're on the roof or something? I don't know.
Here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
I was trying to use my big brain powers. I didn't realize I got my skills back.
My apologies, but access to the venue is restricted at this time. Please register first.
I always appreciate a Melazine just doing their job. Let me talk to these two real quick.
Speaking of that, I think magic shows would be very popular in Poisson.
Poisson!
I can see that. Maybe I should try to learn some magic. If I could make things disappear, cleaning my room would be a cinch.
You need not worry about such things, demoiselle. That falls under my duties.
Oh, really?
Oh, right.
Isn't Poisson the, like, underwater fishing village? Yeah, right here. I literally stumbled across this place swimming underwater. The way he says Poisson, I can't. Yeah, he like emphasizes, he's like, Poisson. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start saying it like that too now.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Oh, Poisson means fish. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't take French in high school, okay? I took Portuguese 1 and 2, and then I took Latin 1, 2, and 3. So basically, I spent 2 years learning a dead language, and I don't remember Portuguese anymore, so.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
Love how Linny's taking this very well. He's like, I would perform a magic trick, despite how a magic trick happened to get us in this situation.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Yo, is he rizzing up Molly right here? He's like, yo, if I could, I'd... like, she's like, sir, I'm just doing my job, relax.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Navia is just showing up everyone.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
She's got the hit squad.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation.
Okay.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Cool.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Oh, where the magic happens. Literally, because they're magicians.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box.
I knew it!
Prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick.
Bro, I said that shit. I'm like, they're just gonna go under and switch places. But I don't know how he did it so fast. He did it in like 2 seconds.
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Also, Lynette's awfully quiet during this whole thing.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations?
Oh, yeah!
Here? Where did all that go?
Yeah, there was like the star balloons and like the regular balloons for her to feel comfortable or whatever. Someone popped the balloons? Is that what we heard?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
Back of the door isn't the same.
The back?
Bro, I did not...
You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
I was not paying attention to any of that shit. The whole buildup of the quest, I was just waiting to see the magic show. I didn't realize I was supposed to be paying attention to all these details. I'm really out here getting duped by magic.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row.
Also that too.
The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
Ah, okay.
So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a switch door.
All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
I need to figure this shit out.